Because if you hit some tempo on VKS, you have a lineup where you're going to press Alacrity on Gyro. He's going to shred everything. You've got the Venge Aura on top of it. You can play the map with Analog. Whereas on the side of ACAT, not such a simple path to victory. Of course, Guitar is going to farm. We all see what PAs, sorry, I get those. There's a TA in the game too. The mix of both the TA and the PA in the game here. These heroes are going to be more single target. They are completely single target. NP, very single target. And you don't have that early game aggression with the Clockwork to really play with them. So if the lanes don't go well for you, your play options yet again, and the scaling and team fighting is a bit worse here. I do like VKS's draft a lot more here, yet again, going into the second game. But we'll see what we can do. The NP is always going to be the trump card. Maybe he can just destroy the laning stage by himself.
Very well. I'm very proud of you.
And his TA good against Invoker still, even though Invoker is a completely different hero now that he is universal.
You know, when you put the abbreviations of TA and PA together into one singular word, it means kill in Finnish. So that's what they're looking for, TA-PA combinations. And the 7-minute Wisdom Rune, I think I have to highlight it, particularly this game. It's something that they absolutely need to get on the side of
that's a D-word on Analog. Well, I know if you put TA and PA together, you get tapas, which is like a small appetizer dish.
That is also true. I love myself some tapas.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to start things off with a Wex Invoker for Analog against Leo style. Most likely will be the way of the Quas Wex for this Invoker this game. With that improved Midas as well, pretty handy in the hands of a hero like this.
Yeah, this mid-match is going to come a lot down to the rotations of the Earth Spirit. Will he be able to make them? Granted, I'm not going to claim that I know exactly how this mid-matchup goes, because I am not sure, but I think Invoker does better than he previously did, thanks to universal powers bestowed upon him. And as of now, it's kind of showing. He's doing well. And if everything goes according to how I think bot lane will go.
If we look at this, Prada is going to get the connection for FCR, and Prada will be given the first blood, maybe even a second off of King RD, trying to run back to the creep wave, but Kataro slices him down, and AcatSuki will be happy to start off the laning stage with not just 1 or 2 kills, they also get the first blood bonus.
Yeah.
It does go for the Clockwork, but still opens up.
And this is the time in which you can kill the Timber, so they're really exploiting it. If Timber gets a few levels here, then all of a sudden I think he's unkillable. But if you can just bully at level 1, kill him, now you're in a much better position. So even if you do get forced out of the lane later, which is a possibility, you at least will have more levels, more farm to deal with it. So very important kills here. And only 1 CS on this Timber Saw.
That's rough.
As he's looking for number
2.
What build will he go here? Going into the armor now would be a bit more tanky. I think if he does get to that level 3... Oh, NP's here, though.
Oh, yeah, Kiri's replicating what we saw last game with KJ going all around the map, and this could just lead into a Timber kill. Gets pushed around with the Cog, still gets his Timber chain to finish, and he's going to be able to get to the river.
Oh, wow, what a Timber chain.
Also out. Beautiful escape.
Until you make mistakes.
Prada still taking a beating from King RD,
who's
trying to get this
here.
kill. He's going to get the connection as well, but King RD needs help from FCR. He needs 1 good Timber chain, but that distance is limited. Kataro, he's stretching his limits, will take the kill, and here comes Kiri from the back as well, but Timber already regened up and should be quite fine with this. Even though he will lose his buddy, Kataro, Prada, a bit of sigh of relief. They don't end up losing both of their safe laners, but instead, another kill going their way.
And that's honestly not that bad on VKS, because if you look at Frank, a bot here, he just can't go to the wave anymore. The double wave has been pulled here. This Venge is just continuously pulling and zoning, so at least you're getting something out of this experience-wise. It's not great, of course, but this Brew is completely zoned out of the bot lane, getting absolutely nothing. He has to resort to stacking the big camp. That's the only thing he can do right now.
Yeah.
This is going to reflect in Gyro's net worth, by the way. You're going to see he's going to be towering above the PA at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Because of this absolute free farm.
Yeah, Devil, a.k.a. Frank. This Brewmaster just like game one, had a rough start for the game, but at least Qhali, he's opened up the safe lane. Maybe now he can stay in this bottom lane a bit more, but Vengeful Spirit is going to be very tricky to try and fight against. And also Kataro's courier does get sniped there by King RD.
And now Timber's level 3, 2 points.
Oh, the Leo style, they go a small TA. Oh, he pushed him away by the looks of it. The boulder smash just pushed Leo style to safety, and maybe the Earth Spirit ends up dying here as well. Prada finally gonna oh my goodness, I can't even pronounce getting a connection. He does, and it leads him to a kill. But he saved the life of the TA there.
Mistakes were made. It just happens. Instead of just kicking the rock to slow him, accidentally just kicks him away. Maybe he tried to kick him into the Invoker, but that's life. Sometimes it happens.
That is life. Yeah, you get kicked in the butt, but you're motivated to fight back.
There you go.
Qhali gonna get slowed up by the grenade. He's got a rocket flying in as well. Wave of Terror reducing his armor. The roll in from King RD. And they will punish this Nature's Prophet. Leave Costabile with the kill. Gyrocopter getting his first on the board. And that's also the first for VKS.
And Costabile's playing this Gyro quite well.
Going for Frank.
Yeah, Devil, he's done for.
Yeah, Devil targeted here for the Gyrocopter.
And King RD making these rotations. Yeah. Meanwhile, FCR on the Timber, he dragged the wave behind the tower, so he's not even getting punished. And I think the difference here, and like why I thought that, sure, they shut down the Timber a lot better than I expected, but it's inevitable. He has eventual pressure in this lane. Where this Timber, he can lane solo versus PA.
Look at minutes. They just smoked up for a rotation here. King RD, KJ coming out of the shadows. Right behind the Templar Assassin. 5 seconds for Refraction to be up. We'll be able to get it. The roll will miss, but the stun's there. And Analog will secure him there with the Tornado. He's down. And Prada, Costabile falling.
All right.
Trade off.
Bring 3 heroes.
Leave.
Yeah, bring 3 heroes and you can make something happen. That is Gyrocopter, and one of the weaknesses of the hero in general. Clockwork has always traditionally been good against them, because if you get on top of the Gyro, you don't really have a way of defending yourself, so... Good rotation there, much needed for Frank. He is having a similar net worth game to the Timbersaw, but Timbersaw, at this point of the game, he is pretty much untouchable, and he's getting more levels. So I think you're a little bit happier if you are FCR. And Qhali,
yeah.
Analog is online here.
And
we got the kickback here.
Deny on Qhali, the Centaur with the stomp. It does 25 damage. But I mean,
like you don't use your Tornado, right?
Yeah.
Thinking no way that could happen, but that just happened.
Doesn't too much. Maybe it wasn't the Centaur, but the stun landed at the same time. It's a very small AoE. Anyway, the neutral camp will take 1 kill for themselves. And I actually want to ask, since we're talking about Qhali, Mr. Observer, if we take a look at the full item list, how many Quelling Blades do you see on the side of VKS? That's how much they hate the Nature's Prophet.
Oh, you just gotta have it, right? This does damage now. That's super strong.
That too. But the Furion aspect is definitely there. Got a bit of a replay. Then, are we looking at the... Okay, it's the Costabile kill at the same time, right?
Yeah. That's the big one. But Costabile, sure, you killed him there, but... And don't get me wrong, it's a big kill, but you're not slowing his farm down that much, as he's gonna go do a big, fat stack in the meanwhile. Now he has call down available. This could be quite dangerous here. And they'll drop the call down here, but I don't think you can commit to this. It's just going to be harass.
Oh, that's a nasty call down
though,
as well. We just connect on 2 on Prada. He's inside the cogs with KJ and Costabile. And KJ will fall. Prada going to get hit as well by the cold snap, and the urn picked up by Analog. Some of the heals flying in onto the Clockwork. The flak cannon. It's going to be enough. Calculated to the last right there.
Good rotation from the Invoker, and this is where we're going to see the difference. TA, the net worth is currently the same as Invoker, and it will go higher if Analog can't get the kills. If Analog can get the kills and stay up in net worth, you're all of a sudden keeping up with net worth, but on top of that, you're ganking, you're helping your side lanes here, where TA just doesn't have that luxury. And Analog, he's just waiting, maybe wanting to go for another kill here.
I mean, you probably should. Look at how high Costabile's in net worth compared to the rest. He's getting away.
And he's going to be the big carry of the team. All the eggs are in the basket here for Consolidating to carry this game. And Frank, after this wave, he'll be level 6 here.
Prada getting surprised as well, but the stun, he wasn't
level 6
expecting this
crew
to
maybe
happen.
here.
And this clockwork,
there it is.
Done for KJ going for the kill here. The Brewling's thrown into the air, but Consolidating still going to be focused on. They got the stun on Qhali. Qhali won't be able to follow up with the damage. Just a couple more for the gyrocopter to fall. Pushed in as well, and finally taken out. Qhali will drop, and that Brewling's going to be going back together into Brewmaster form in a second. Finding up against KJ, and Analog Cold Snaps available with another earned charge. And now on the chase for the Vengeful Spirit. Wave of Terror thrown in as well, and this Brewmaster, he's got nowhere to go. Triple kill for Mr. Analog.
And in the meanwhile, there's just a completely different game going on the top lane here. The Timber Saw, you can't pressure him on the TA. You just can't. It's great that you got a kill though on Consolidating, and I think that was really well played by Devil there to just wait. He dodged the rocket by getting level 6 just after that wave. Things couldn't have gone more picture perfect for him that fight, and he still loses his life there. But I'm sure he's not too sad about it. He used his ult, he killed Gyro. Only downside is that you gave Invoker a triple kill.
Now that we're at the first 10 minutes done, big stacks here inside the triangle of the AcatSuki team. That could also just be easily farmed away by the gyrocopter if they want to bring in Consolidating, but we'll see if the supports get any idea, if they get any information about those. They've also scouted out the ward on the cliff, so they are looking to contest this area.
In bottom lane here, Brewmaster. Timber's going to show up here, misses the chain, but maybe... he's going to get out, I think.
Up to some extent. Chakram there
We'll
for
have
the
to see how
slow.
much damage you can do.
He's going to drop very, very low here. One more whirling death.
He's dead.
And King RD just smacks the stone in his face.
So the name of this game is going to be VKS, aggression, aggression, aggression. On the side of ACAT, it's going to be dodge, 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 try to farm. And that's a little bit worrying here. It's like, when can this TA start making moves on the map? Maybe when you get a Blink Dagger, I suppose that's going to be it. But that's not going to be for another 3 minutes here, most likely. How much damage can you do if you're VKS in that time frame?
Captain of the team just yelling, evasive action, evasive action. And
there
you go, your stacks.
PA,
they brought Consolidating for this. This is what I was afraid of. He's going to get even beefier.
It's not pretty, that's for sure. Definitely not pretty. This is Gyro. It's on his way to Aghanims already with the Crystallis and the Falcon Blade online here. And you kind of have to play around. Oh no.
Doesn't take long.
I'm just afraid for ACAT's timing here, because it's not going to be for another 5 minutes. Sure, this PA can join the right fight, get some kills, but this is a no-boots Battle Fury rush. And I agree with this choice as well, because I don't think this PA would do anything in these fights. If she joins a fight and dies, this game might just be a little too hard, because you are going, yet again, a greedy draft from ACAT here. And of course, Leo style, same story. If he joins these fights and dies, it could be hard. But you're not having the type of game on Devil here where you can just play with your supports and make space for 2 carries, right? Because Devil just had too bad of a game. You made space for your carry, who's going to just not give space back until later. It's going to be an interesting choice, but you're choosing to play at a disadvantage in the early game. And we'll see if VKS can exploit that.
Consolidating is pinged out. He's going to teleport away, though, as the whole team looks to regroup towards the top half of the map here for the Radiant side. Get them. They've already put down some aggressive wards. They have a very deep obs next to that tier 2 in the top lane. Should show any potential defenders. Also a good signal for the potential Roshan, not just now, but later on in the game. At least if they go for a sub-20 Roshan, that will give them information.
Is a possibility.
But even a sub-20 Roche, I feel like it's pretty hard for VKS to do. I guess with this farm of the gyrocopter, it's doable.
I feel like the biggest issue with this game is if you look at Analog's net worth, he's higher net worth than this TA, who has only farmed this game.
Yeah, and that's an Invoker, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
And he's going to see...
And he's found Kataro. Blur being used. He knows he's right on top of him. Qhali just deeping out.
Tornado here.
There goes your Phantom Assassin. What can he do here? Surrounded. As FCR is also coming in. Qhali will be taken out first, and FCR slices the Phantom Assassin in half as KJ giving in the tip. VKS, they're feeling it. They're feeling this game right now. They are
hurts so
unstoppable.
bad. They really are. This, unfortunately, Leo style in the last 2 games here, going for a greedier route
And
here,
more.
it's just not paying off. And yeah, that's just a dead clockwork. Invoker hitting for 120 damage on the right clicks. Just shreds him. Midas is now coming on the courier. Your PA's farming, but that's it. Sure, TA's farming too, but this is not the kind of net worth you want to have as a Templar Assassin in this type of game.
And it's a 6K lead. Continues to grow. This gyrocopter, 2,000 gold ahead of the PA. Invoker, of all things, who normally is like your 4th, 5th net worth hero as a Quaswex builder, currently holding 3rd
Analog,
place.
the hook?
He actually got the jump on Analog here, but he does have some defensive tools available, and the swap, that is one. KJ coming into the rescue. King RG trying to go for the roll-in. It will silence the clockwork. Tornado coming in as well. The Brewmaster thrown into the air. He's out of mana right now. Needs to go for the ult, and he will. And KJ, his life will be given away.
Oh,
Prada,
okay,
the Sunstrike Sipe takes down
That's
Prada.
a level 1 Sunstrike.
Level 1 Sunstrike for the snipe. And FCR, he's got Devil's Storm Illusion, Storm Remnant right next to him. It looks like he
All right, it's Leo Sal's time to participate. It's been 15 minutes. He has a modest amount of farm. Blink Dagger and Dragonlance, but when you go Blink like this, you do want to join the game. So far, he has not really joined the game. He is focused on his farm. You are playing TA. This is kind of what you do. You get your farm up. Unfortunately, your farm speed is not even greater than Invoker's just because this Invoker is 6-0, right? Just completely picking on everyone on the map here. Minus a TA for the most part. Can you match his aggression with your own aggression? Perhaps you wait for the shard on TA, or perhaps you just wait for late game. I'm not sure what the right play is. You can just send your 3 cores, not cores, your 3 supports at this point, because this Brewmaster might as well be a support. They just go feed over and over again and give minimal amount of gold in EXP while you accumulate gold on this PA, this TA. Then maybe they can join that one key critical fight and kill a big core, because we know how Dota goes. It is a rubber band game. The more you feed the enemy, the more gold you get from killing them later down the line.
Talk about
Not
the
a
good
spot
old,
you want to be, but sometimes it'd be like that.
Talk about the good old money in the bank strats back in like 2018, 2019, when you're behind a net worth, you win a team fight, and you basically get more than the opponent has accumulated in the last 50 minutes of a video game. And it just makes you feel awful. So at least it's not that harsh these days. But you
We've
are
seen
right.
this before from NP.
Just the same place.
Deep in the woodwork, but you're playing versus Timbersol. This hero, all right, he doesn't see you actually.
Yeah, which hero knows the woods better, the Furion or the Timbersaw? One lives amongst them, and the other one just cuts them down.
I think that's definitely going to be Timber favorite throughout this game.
Well, that is a Aegis secured for Costabile on this gyrocopter. 10,000 at 60 minutes, and ooh, Dota plus.
Ooh, Dota plus.
Or almost crowning VKS for a victory here.
Oh, Kataro, he got broken the top lane here.
Oh,
you
no.
missed the ultimate from the... Maybe it doesn't matter.
Oh, we'll see. The backup's coming. They have to abandon this one unless Costabile will take the front. Kataro able to jump out. Rocket will connect. And Sunstrike, level 1. That's actually not even a level 1 at this point. That does do a fair amount of damage, 200. That is actually level 1 Sunstrike, if I saw correctly.
It is level 1, yeah. It was 200 level 1.
It just does more
than
damage
50.
than before, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty value.
But at least they kind of get to keep Kataro alive. Very important.
They do.
They don't lose.
I mean, Earth Spirit unfortunately missed his ultimate there, so they couldn't chase him down with that damage over time. And it looks like Kataro, he's still going to stick around. Is this a fight you want to take? I feel like it might not be, but the call has been made, or at least he's just trying to buy some space here. Maybe he'll cut the wave from behind.
And they might recognize it. The creeps are low. And the roll-in attempt, almost on point for the PEA, but Kataro's fine. Costabile Teleport out. KJ swap
see him,
available.
but not enough.
Just not in time.
And then you'll see on the other end, Qhali is just cutting the next wave. So there goes that push, but there goes your NP as well.
Yeah, Qhali scouted out. And that will be kill number 14 for Vivo Keystars.
Kind of shows you the state of the game, right? Just full rat mode already initiated.
Yeah.
You can expect this next Aegis timer of 3 minutes here going to be fully dominated.
Frank's kind of there to just, you know, just bit of mental support. Not much that he can do here. Leo style.
Same with Leo style.
This has been, you know, the way that this game has been going, Leo style, he's had to be silent, and it's so uncharacteristic of him.
Yep.
He's not enjoying this game.
Just kind of how the draft goes. 2 games in a row, you got a hard carry with a hard carry mid.
Yeah.
And they're not making the space required because if you do this, your offlaner kind of has to be like this Mars.
Oh.
And that also has to be, okay.
A bit late for the jump on Analog, and they're missing everything pretty much on this one. And now he gets the turn, but will he get to keep us alive? No.
They got him.
But can they fight back, though? FCR is on his way. Gyrocopter can't join in the fight. He's got no TP. King RD down Leo style. He will lose his life as he takes 2 kills. And Prada, FCR is going to be there with the slice and dice. And now that Chakram and the Whirling Death will finish his life. Qhali able to get out. Consolidating, unfortunately, his TP was still on cooldown by the time that fight broke loose, so he won't get to reap any of these benefits.
Pretty even trade, though. Not that bad, but the point I was making before is if you want to do this hard carry mid and hard carry safe lane type of strategy, your offlaner has to have some type of a game. And normally it has to be a hero like a Mars or a Legion that's running around the map and there's a threat, but unfortunately 2 games in a row here, Frank just hasn't had a game. Can't really make that space as they will get yet again another NP. And I think that might be just kind of how this game goes. NP's just split pushing, and then FCR, he's just hunting you down. What can you even do against that? He probably kills you before you can even TP out.
Yeah, following his movements while keeping up his farm on this Timber Saw. And you said
this
it as
is
well
the
in the
Timber they
draft.
shut down, right?
Yeah, a shut down Timber Saw, right? This was the last pick as well for the draft, and it's working out nicely for FCR.
I mean, they tri-laned this Timber Saw. But once he got level 3, they just couldn't do anything anymore. Whereas Brew, he doesn't have the eventual pressure. And by that, I mean just that. You don't have... Eventually, you're going to pressure on Timber. Even if you're 0-4, 0-5, it doesn't matter. That's just how the PA Timber matchup works. Where Brew, he'll never have that eventual pressure ever against a Gyrocopter.
And Avenge Shard will be also recovered. That is a pretty big one considering the damage scaling of Vengeful Spirit. That magic missile has always been one of the strongest early game abilities, and it's 360 damage times 2 now with the stun duration on top. So that's a 720 damage nuke every time Venge presses Q, 9 seconds apart. So pretty...
That's the cast range talent too, right? So cast it from far away. And Kataro, he realizes the situation. He has BKB completed. Not an item you really want to buy on PA, but he has to get it as his second item here, knowing that there will be a time where VKS is gonna want to fight you.
There's also a time when Fury is found. Again, this time it's Analog with Boots of Travel, just showing up on top of this Furion.
Definitely not the same type of Furion we saw in game number 1 here.
Not
this
at all.
NP is staying at the bottom of the net worth instead of soaring to the top.
And on the hunt again, Vivo Keystars. Prada could be the one they
Satanic
find. They even saw, they saw Leo stall, but they missed the roll. He blinks out. But Prada still walks in. He still walks in.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
And his courier to boot. That's called the and one right there. Dunks him down. Wow, this gyro is so farmed right now. Do you just go high ground now? I mean, I feel like...
How do you stop?
What's stopping you?
Exactly. I don't think like there's much stopping this Gyrocopter right now. The rest of the team, considering how good of a game FCR and Analog both have, and again, they're hunting the Furion, and they will spot Qhali. So that's going to help them out with that push as well. As soon as that
we got to the high ground, actually
pushed them out with the Sprout there. That is true. But the tier 3 tower falling, Leo style, he's going to initiate. Earth Spirit's going to be able to roll out, and Consolidating, he's going to be the big one in between, so they cannot follow suit. And Qhali, he will stay in the trees. Analog and the rest of them like they're just.
I mean, he
spreading out.
realizes he has to cut these creeps because if you get to the high ground here, what can you do? And I think Frank's quick buy says all you need to know about the game state for ACAT here is he has
Midas.
2 Midases queued up. 1 won't be enough. They need to go late game.
And they want to finish this tier 3. That's going to leave the racks open. Roll in from a long distance from King RD. Doesn't connect. Prada hookshot onto 2. They've got themselves, but the swap comes out. Prada is down. And that's your initiation. They're all alive. They're all fine. Qhali on the sideline. Analog found him actually at the same time. And King RD going to be rolling in. Got the connection onto the PA. PA being held busy while FCR doing damage. Devil. Frank. He's got his Brewlings falling one after the other. He's just going to sack the Earth Brewling as well and secure the Storm. As Qhali targeted here, swap in 18 seconds. E-Blade also being popped there.
It's got a BKB.
Able to walk out.
And meanwhile, look who's dead again.
We are not surprised.
1 and 8 on this NP. Utterly helpless on what he can do here. This gyrocopter, we're talking about the 1v9 potential. He's pretty much already there.
And there goes Frank. PA trying to help out. Qhali dies.
Bye-bye.
Instantly. And that's the next one, Leo style. I feel they've had it. This game just might be over right here. What can you do anymore?
Yeah,
Brazil dominating the server.
That matters.
You can't improve until you make mistakes.
That's the voice line you were probably talking about earlier on.
Yeah. I mean, I think you just didn't get to see the best from ACAT in this game. Like, they tried going extra greedy against a team that will not allow you to be this greedy. They're just not allowing it. And they're hitting their timings 24 minutes into the game. Gyro is sitting at a satanic butterfly, and we're not even going to talk about what's happening bot. He's sitting at a satanic butterfly, Chrysalis Aghatim's Falcon Blade. Unbelievable. I guess King RD might not be the hero that can kill the NB. But perhaps he is. It's just going to take a while.
Yeah. Roche is also kind of being a bystander of what's happening down there in the low ground. Oh, you do your thing. I'll just go back
Roche
off.
takes no sides, you know. You don't even have to go Roche right now if you're this gyrocopter. Like, you just go high ground and end the game. I honestly think that is it. You can even go for the throne if you want. Butterfly Satanic. I mean, they got 2 sides. I think Gyro's just going to walk down top. If you want, you can make a pit stop for Roche. But I guess the picture I'm painting here is this Gyro is unkillable.
Yeah, very impossible to get to that point anymore. 25 minutes, and he's playing like a 40-minute gyrocopter right now.
I mean, he has to literally waste Satanic, like farming. They have to swap aggressively, and then 4 of his heroes just have to go chase some random hero, and then maybe in a 4v1 situation, you can kill this Gyro with no Satanic and no swap.
Yeah.
You have to make a lot of mistakes for this Gyro to die.
Yeah, maybe Costabile, he needs to also AFK for at least 2 seconds during that fight, you know, have maybe a bit of a disconnect happen, something like that.
But the one thing you can do to kind of mess this up for VKS is not take advantage of this timing. And just wait. Give more time for this TA and this PA to get more items. I think Frank has a big job in this game. I think he actually has to dispel this alacrity on the Gyro. Add that on top of the mix. Your Brewlings, I mean, they probably already are just dead in 1 flag cannon, but they're going to be dead before you can even react if you don't get rid of that. As well as your whole team.
Yeah, that alacrity buff is definitely big at this stage of the game already.
And this is the final defense. Qhali comes back to base. And be like, all right, guys. I guess we got 1 more fight in us.
So he gets 58 extra damage. And he gets
Billy
94 extra attacks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he decided, hey, guys, you know, let me just finish a data list real quick on top of my Satanic Butterfly Aghatims. It's almost here. We'll wait a second. And you know what? How about a DD? Do you want a DD too?
Yeah. I'll take it.
Oh, okay.
Just a casual tier 3 token as well in his inventory. What does he decide to get? Vindicator's Axe, more attack speed.
All right.
And this is 1 more lane of racks for the mega creeps. And this is pretty much the end of the game. We're looking at
they're
Qataro
on
pops his
Qataro.
BKB very early on, and he's committed to the fight. Here comes Prada. He hook shots, but Qataro PA is already going away. And they will have to sack the clock. He's going to be able to buy back into the fight. Qataro still trying to make a wrap around to the back line, but VKS, they're very stacked up. The only one who doesn't need to be there is the Timber Saw. And he's just going to decide to split push. Qhali, been farming the jungle. He's teleporting back in. They've got Prada. Die back. 60 seconds, no clockwork. 5v4, maybe even 6v4 with that Aegis.
And you see they're trying to cut the waves here. Qhali, we got to get these waves out, but there's a wave bottom lane, so you can cut top all you want. But inevitably, this is going to be your top barracks. This is unsalvageable. Can you defend your throne, though? It is defense to the Ancients here. So they still have the option to defend the Ancients. But for how long?
Delaying the inevitable by the looks of it. They have found Qhali. Qhali's about to die, but he's able to teleport home with 60 HP as the Earth Spirit found him. And there for a moment are 5 versus 4. They're just way too far ahead. Levels, items.
And Costa Billy playing this one very safe, just saying, let's just back out. Core, you're dead for 1 minute and 13 seconds here. That
Let's wait for my courier.
I mean, I guess he just walks up and picks up the Daedalus himself.
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well. But if VKS, if they don't end soon, I'm not saying they're in any danger of losing, but that is giving your power spike that you do have on Gyro, where I think they could just walk their throne and win. If they don't take advantage of that, things could get crazy, could get weird. So in a lot of ways, I think VKS, they need to have the confidence to just go push right now. This is one of those rare games where I'm saying going high ground is fine. It's just ACAT's lineup, it's just can't defend. You don't have the ability to defend. There's no spam ability. You do have a TA, you have a PA. These heroes aren't going to spam you down. Brew is full commitment. Qhali, I mean, he's sort of in this game, but he's not going to hurt you either, right? And Clockwork, as soon as he goes in, he's going to die. You pretty much have nothing to worry about in this game until big items come out for ACAT. Either way, they'll take it slow here. Aegis has 1:30 left. Do they want to do something with this? Or do they want another round of items? There's the smoke. I 100% agree with it. Just go. Go take your TI right here, right now.
One more fight away from closing out that spot into the International. And it starts here. Devil, silenced up, stunned up, killed, taken away. Prada, he is already on a dieback. So he is also out for 40 seconds. And just like that, they're not messing around. They're not taking any prisoners. No mercy whatsoever. The Brazilians, they came to win. They came to take it, and they will be going into the International. Vivo, Keyed Stars, your first SA team from this regional qualifier to go through.
Really well played by them. I really enjoyed their